So, what's your sign? I'm not asking your astrology. What is your sign or what is your symbol? What how can you sum yourself up in your life, in your motto, and everything with a symbol? I mean, there's a saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Um, how about a symbol? Like if you think about all the different symbols, like in driving, stop sign, yield, into the hand, the person walking. Um, they can those symbols, those signs, they can convey a lot of information, a lot of messages, in just a simple character or so. It's really an interesting study is to come up with a sign or a symbol that is you. It's another way of explaining to others who you are, or summing up who you are, or who you want to be. Um, there's many ways to do it. Some people will take Viking runes and put them together, lay them on top, or put them in patterns, and make a bind rune of who they are. Which runes, like say the rune for wisdom or strength or prosperity or inheritance, and they may construct a bind rune that shows who they are. Um, there's sigils, there's different esoteric and magical symbols that you can use. Um, X marks the spot. People have a mark, or think about the different logos, like the Adidas, the little slash thing, or whatever. There's so many of them. Uh, I heard that at one point in Scotland, the bakers used to put marks on their bread and rolls. We know that the stonemasons did that so that they could identify their work and get paid. But that the bakers, there had been some kind of what we would call an outbreak of whatever salmonella. But all those years ago, they just knew that somebody was getting sick, so the bakers would mark their bread and rolls so that people would know, which ones to buy, which ones not to buy. You know the origin of a baker's dozen. Why is a baker's dozen 13? That's because at one point, somebody complained to a king. They said, I went to buy 12 donuts or 12 rolls and I only got 11. And the king punished the bakers and said, don't be cheating my people. So the bakers from that point on always had it be 13 to make sure they didn't get punished. That's the origin of the baker's dozen. But back to your mark or your symbol or your sigil or you know uh, your bind rune. Mine came about actually from my martial arts practice. Um, One day, uh, I was out practicing in the backyard, my parents' house, and it was in the fall, and there was all this dew in the grass. And when I packed up my stuff to leave, I saw a pattern. And from doing Xing Yi up and back, I had made like a straight line in the dew. And then doing the Bagua, I made a circle. And then doing my Qigong and my standing practices, it was in the middle. Well, later, I found out about this theory called the three centers, and it's related to the three main internal martial arts: Taiji, Xingyi, Bagua. Taiji stays in the center, Bagua goes around the center, Xingyi goes through the center. I've learned about these three centers from so many different teachers. I've got so many different ways. Not only the three martial arts, it can be about other people. People who are at your martial arts sensitivity level, you mirror them. So that's maintaining the center. People who are at a higher level, you got to avoid them. That's the circle. And then people who are at a lower level, you got to attack them, so they can practice. That's the straight line. And then all I did was add two Chinese characters on either side for my Chinese name, and that became my symbol of my school, symbol of my mark. and I'll show it to you. Here it is right now. So, as a really fun exercise, come up with a symbol. Come up with some kind of mark that sums up who you are, that says who you are without a bunch of words. It can be really fun, really educational about yourself, and I'll do a follow up on this personal mark, personal symbol podcast. But for now, try your hand at it, try your luck at it, or if you already have one, send it to me if you want. I'd love to see what you come up with, or some explanation, and it can just be really fun. So until then, make your mark in the world, and you tell me what your sign is.